Hi everybody, and welcome to our first Raw Vegan Q&A. Today's topic is eyes changing color, a very popular topic when it comes to the raw vegan diet. And our questions are, is it real? Is it happening to me? Why is this happening? Is it a good thing? If I go raw, will I get blue eyes? Will my hair or skin change too? And how do I get things to change faster? So I'm going to answer the first one. Yes, my eyes are changing. I started detoxing around the age of 25, and the more I was eating fruits and vegetables, the more you could see the original clear color of my eyes shine through. As I went raw vegan, you see it a lot more. The change is a lot faster. I'm going to put a clear video of my eyes in about a second so you can see it. I was born with a rough, uneven blue. It changed to an almost black, dark brown when I was a toddler, and then it was getting lighter ever since. I first discovered the raw vegan diet because of Kristina Carrillo-Bucaram, Fully Raw Kristina, and her video about eyes changing color. So to me, that was a curiosity from the start. I wanted to understand what's going on, how is this happening, why is this happening, which leads us to the next question. So, why is this happening, and is this a good thing? On the subject, a person to better describe this, much better than me, is Dr. Morse, whose diet I follow. Essentially, in a nutshell, your eye, the color you were born with, your genetic color, is one color. It's either blue or brown. There's no good color, there's no bad color, and it is the color you're born with. And you can see this on babies. If you ask parents of a child with a very clear color, either way, if they were born with that color, be it a very clear blue or a luscious brown, they would usually tell you, yes, that baby was born with that color. And I did this, and that's how I learned that it is a myth that all babies are born with one color eye. We are born with whatever color our genes are giving us. So as we go along in life, we do have certain elements of stress in our life. We may have toxins in our life, and whatever gets into your body also gets into your eyes. So for me, for example, there's a lot of orange in my eyes right now, and that has to do with having been given heaps of antibiotics when I was a child. And as I go along getting rid of this sulfur, which is an unnatural sulfur, which is the orange bit in my eyes are getting rid of that color, and you can see the color underneath, which is right now more of an unclear blue, just like I was born, and eventually it will be a much clearer color, but that takes time. Another source that really helped me understand this curiosity, shall we call it, is Dr. Jansen. So Dr. Jansen is the father of American iridology, and one of the biggest differences between American iridology and German iridology is the eyes changing color. So that has to do with his research and his understanding. He was also the teacher of Dr. Morse. So you have a second generation iridologist who's currently working with raw vegans, and the previous generation as well that you can read about. With relation to Dr. Jansen, I would make one caution. He doesn't speak much about the possibility of changing the core genetics, which you can see if you look at the case of Carly Fraser. I'll link that as well. So when you're looking at the eye, we're looking for two things: the actual color, and then how straight the fibers are. Straight fibers means that the cells in that part, that in your body that relates to that part of the eye, are strong. That means that in that part, you're less likely to have problems. When they are curly, when they have lacunas, lesions, that means it's a weak part. Now, Carly Fraser, she was a raw vegan for about 5 years. She gives a great description of how her eyes changed color in a photo, and you can really trace. So on one side you see the curly fibers, and on the other side you see the straight fibers. So that's another resource. And I guess I answered the question, if I go raw, will I get blue eyes? Well, it depends which color you originally have. I have blue on both sides of my family, and I was born with it. So it's not surprising that I get more and more blue as I go along, because that's the original color. By the way, it doesn't necessarily have to be that your eye would be brighter at the end. It could be darker. It just depends what colors the toxins are in the eye that got in there. So yeah, it could actually be darker. Will my hair or skin change too? I love this one. So about a month after getting into this diet, I got the glowy skin. And I have yellow skin, and that's a lot clearer to see now. So, and this also proves that this is not any lack of vitamins or melanin that is causing the eyes to change color. On that note, not all eyes changing color is a good thing. It could be that it is part of a disease, part of, go see your doctor. But if it is because you are becoming healthier, then you can trust that the diet has much to do with it. Beauty marks disappearing, that actually has to do with the strength of the pancreas, and beauty marks and moles having to do with fermentation, fungi, and inability to properly digest sugars. So that's secondary. It's not probably not as strong as what you'd see in the eye, but yes, your skin does change color. One great source to see this is the movie Simply Raw, where they take a group of people who are diabetics, and they cure them using a raw vegan diet, and you can see that at the beginning their skin has a sort of gray type glow, and at the end of the month they have that yellowish sunny glow. So that's another resource to look at. Hair. I haven't seen it, but I know it exists, so you might want to Google and check. I saw one post of someone on Paleo, which is a raw non-vegan diet, and their hair was changing to red. And I heard about someone who had her hair changed to blonde. So that's possible, but I haven't seen it. How do I get things to change faster? Be good to your body, do healthy things, and accept whichever color you have today, because it won't be the same tomorrow. So this ends our first Q&A. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Please subscribe. Happy to share more recipes with you guys as we go along. And have a great day.